Welcome everyone to today's meditation program.
As we usually do, we will start with a quick introduction, after which we will watch a short talk from Srimataji, and then we will do the meditation. And um, yeah, so to begin with, let me yeah, let me show this page where we can see the subtle system. So anybody who's new or hasn't been with us before, just to explain to you guys. What we do over here is called as Sahaja Yoga meditation. Sahaja, the term in itself means born within. So it is about using the energy that we are born within to connect with a higher power. So yoga is nothing but union. It basically means union. All these physical activities that we see about yoga is not exactly what yoga means. Yoga just means something that unites you. And through Sahaja Yoga meditation, what we do is we use the energy we are born with to unite ourselves to our true self. So, as you can see, this is a human body, and at a subtle level, we have these energy centers within us, and then we have the Kundalini energy. This is the energy that we are trying to awaken within us. Um, so, this energy is present in everyone when we are born, and Um, this energy is always there in a dormant state at the base of the spine, and the bone over here is called as sacrum. And sacrum in Greek basically means sacred. So this Kundalini energy is present in the sacrum bone. And through the technique of Saja Yoga, which was founded by Srimataji Nirmala Devi back in 1970, we will awaken this energy within us. So Srimataji really had this desire to help mankind to find an easy and meaningful technique that can allow people to use this energy in their day-to-day lives to find peace and have the right direction in life. In the olden times, this energy, awakening of this energy used to be a very tedious task which required penance, staying away from the society, and all kinds of things. And Shivaji understood that this is not something entirely a person living a normal life can opt for, but yet they need this energy to make sure that they're in the right direction. So this is the only unique and authentic technique through which the Kundalini can awaken, and that is what Saja Yoga is all about. So when this energy is awakened, it rises through each of the energy centers, passing through them, cleansing them, and awakening them. And each energy center has its own qualities that we use in our day-to-day lives. And at the same time, it also governs the organs around it. So, for example, the Swadhisthana chakra takes care of the liver, the Nabhi takes care of the stomach and the digestive system. The heart, the Anahata chakra on the heart takes care of our heart. And in this way, every energy center has its qualities and this functions around with the organs. At the same time, we also have three channels: the past, the present, and the future. The left channel is the past, where all our subconscious thoughts, everything that has happened, everything that bothers us, everything that holds us back is stored in the left channel. Whereas our extreme urge to overachieve, to worry and think about the future, and inability to really enjoy the present is from the future channel, which is the right channel, which is also called as the supraconscious mind. And the channel in the center is called as is what we are going to awaken in Sanskrit, which is called as Sushumna, which means central. And this central channel allows you to be in the present, to experience this thoughtless awareness within us. The right channel is also the hot channel. So anytime we overuse it, our body heats up. Whereas the left channel is the cold channel. So anytime we are sad, depressed, we tend to feel cold. We are more likely to curl up and not do much. Our energy is drained out. Uh, And in the central channel, it is much more balanced. It's an optimal level of hot and cold, which allows us to be in the balance. So, having said that, what we will do now is to quickly go through each of these energy centers, starting with the Muladhara Chakra. This energy center allows us to be connected to our inner child, which is um, full of joy, full of purity, how we were all as kids. And this is the energy center that allows us to really enjoy life. If you go back to your childhood memories, you can see that you didn't need much things to really enjoy or find joy. You could enjoy anywhere, anything. And this ability is there in all of us. Somehow we lost it during the course of life. And with the help of Muladhara Chakra, we are able to connect back to that time and to really nurture that quality of feeling innocent, feeling pure, and having genuine feeling about anything. The next energy center is the Swadhisthana chakra. This is the energy center that gives us the ability to enjoy creativity like arts, culture, music, all kinds of creative things which maybe we did not find interest in or where we couldn't enjoy it. With this energy center, you kind of enjoy it, and also at the same time, you're able to explore within yourselves, find such qualities within you. Also, as I said earlier, each energy center takes care of also the organs around it. So Swadhisthana chakra takes care of our liver. The liver is also called as the seat of the attention. Basically, any thoughts that is running in our mind is actually coming from the liver. So if you have your liver under control or under balance, the amount of thoughts in your head is reduced. Now, moving on to the Nabhi chakra, this is the energy center which is placed on our stomach, surrounded uh, by void, which is also called as the center of illusion. Basically, the Nabi and the void together plays a very important role in our life to give peace within us. The Nabi is what gives us peace and satisfaction, and the void is what keeps us away from the illusions of life. We are always carried away with things that we see on social media, peer pressure, and it could be anything that takes us away from what the reality is, and we end up worrying for no reason. And this circle of illusion can only be overcome by being our own master. So, the power to be our own master, the power to decide and implement what is good for us comes from our void. And in today's time, we always want to achieve more and more, yet we forget to really enjoy what we have. And this ability to really find the peace and satisfaction, to take a moment and really look at what we have and then to really find the joy in it comes from the Nabi Chakra. Um, So overall, the whole piece within our body is coming from our Navi chakra. Then comes the Anahata chakra. This is the one placed on our heart. This is what gives us the sense of security, the sense of love, joy, to really feel this compassion for ourselves and for others, to genuinely, unconditionally love our peers. Is what comes from Anahata. It gives us the feeling of confidence, the feeling of belief within ourselves. And you can see this flame, which is right next to our Anahata chakra, which is the spirit. The spirit is what is our true self. Our whole goal is to connect back to our true self. We all are made or brought on this earth for a reason. We all are having a lot of qualities. We all deserve to live up to the full potential, which is our true spirit. So, as and when we meditate and the Kundalini cleanses our subtle system, we are able to see what or who we really are and connect back and identify ourselves as the true spirit. Moving on to the next energy center is the Vishuddhi chakra. This is the energy center on our throat. This is what determines our relationship in the society, how we behave harmoniously, how we coexist with others in the society, how we mutually give and take respect, and how we communicate with others. So everything about people relation, public relation is all coming out from our Vishuddhi chakra. This also governs the self-esteem and self-respect within us. So overall, our exposure to the outside world and how we deal with it is all handled by the Vishuddhi chakra. Then comes the Agya chakra, which is a very, very crucial center in today's time. This is the energy center called as the center of forgiveness. We are always stuck with situations that doesn't go our way, people who doesn't maybe our follow what our ideas or our opinions, and there is always conflict. We are surrounded by conflicts, we are surrounded by difference of opinion, and this immediately causes disappointment, which is the number one stealer of joy. And with the help of this Agya Chakra, what happens is it widens up, giving you the space to let go things, to not hold on to anything, not hold on to any negative feelings, and to really move on from situations. And to always remember that in the end, everything happens for a reason, and whatever is good for you will find its way. So, this is actually a very, very important center within us. And then comes the seventh energy center, which is the Sahasrara. It's an integration of all the energy centers within us. And when the Kundalini reaches the seventh energy center, is when we say that we are connected to our true spirit. This at this moment we feel the the absolute thoughtless energy within us, the thoughtless moment where we do not have any thoughts, yet we are aware of our surroundings. And that's the state that we want to achieve. And this is only possible through the technique of Saja Yoga. And in our session, in this session, you will for sure experience it, that how with the awakening of the Kundalini and the Kundalini reaching the Sahasrara can give you absolute peace that you might have not experienced ever before. Okay. So that's basically a very quick and a short introduction to Saja Yoga. And now, what we want to do is we want to now listen to our founder, Srimati Nirmala Devi, where she is explaining about Saja Yoga. And then we will jump into the actual practical aspect of experiencing this within us.
Now, what you learn in the university is the knowledge of the tree, knowledge that you can perceive and understand through your mental activity. But what I am going to tell you about today is the knowledge of the roots of the tree, from where the whole knowledge comes in. Now, to believe in me or to understand me, it is not necessary for you to have any sort of a faith in me or a surrendering position, but you must also know that if I have to tell you something new, you must keep your mind open to understand what I have to tell you. When we study, say, economics, take a subject which is very common these days, and it is even regarded as a higher science than philosophy. What do we learn? The essence of economics is very simple. That wants, in particular, are satiable, but in general, wants are not satiable. This is the essence of Sahaja Yoga. Like, whatever you want to have, you can have today, and tomorrow you will run after another thing. That's why we have economics, because this is the tendency of human mind. But why it is so? Why is it? We really strive, supposing you are doing your graduation, you will strive your heart to be a graduate, but you won't be satisfied. You'd like to do higher studies, or you may like to take up a job, and even if you get a job, you'll not be satisfied. Then you want to build a house, then you want to have a car, then you want to have, students want to have a nice bike, all right. When they have it, they want to have something else, you say, a helicopter maybe, I don't know what, but it goes on increasing. You're never happy with what you have, fully satisfied. Now the reason for that, you can find it in Sahaja. Because the roots are deeper down, which we do not know. It's all right to build up the whole science of economics on something, but what about the roots that have created this big tree of economics? The roots are that none of these material things are going to give us full satisfaction. This is the root. So what is going to give us that satisfaction? We come to the second logical question. What is the need of a human being to feel satisfied. There is something higher, something deeper, something that we have missed. This is definite. Now, what is that? We can refer, if you are not so much upset or angry, or we can say biased about the scriptures, any scripture. I'm not saying Bible or say Torah or say Indian scriptures or Buddha sayings or Tao or anything. You will find one common thing they have said. All of them have said one thing common, and that is that you are to be born again. You have to know your spirit. You have to become the spirit. Because that lacking in us, in our awareness, because we are not yet the spirit, whatever we know without it is only the mental projection, which is limited as our mind is limited. So to know the unlimited or to know the roots, you have to become the spirit. This is the first condition they have given. Now if you just don't deny them, we should look into it that we have to become the spirit. Now what is that? What is that within us which is the spirit? If there is something like spirit within us, we have not yet felt it. We have never felt the spirit within us. And what is that spirit? And what does it do? What are its qualities? We should try to find out. And that's what you can find out when you become the spirit. It's a vicious circle. It's the other way down. Here, nobody will say that you must become a graduate to know about economics. But in the other way around thing, you have to go deep down into the roots. And how do you do that? Supposing I say you pay attention to yourself. A teacher will say, pay attention. So all the students will start looking at him, looking at the blackboard. But I say, pay attention to yourself. Then you will say, Mother, how do you do it? It's an impossible thing. How do we take our attention inside? It's all the time outside moving. How are we to take it inside? That's why you have to get your realization first. You have to become the spirit by which you can take your attention inside to your roots. That's why the first condition in the Sahaja Yoga system is that we have to become the spirit. Before that, whatever I say, you will say, how is it true? You can always challenge. You can always say it may not be true, it may be wrong, it may be false. It's true. Because supposing I have no eyes and you start telling me about the colors, how will I know? So anybody would say that open your eyes first of all. Unless and until you open your eyes, you won't be able to understand what I'm talking about. In the same way, we have to understand that if we have to know about the roots, we have to penetrate within. For that, we have to become subtler than what we are. We are at a level from which we cannot enter inside ourselves. So we have to become something else, and that becoming is only possible if you become the spirit. I hope I am clear on that point. Now, how to become the spirit is the problem. Because whenever a teacher tells you do this, you said how? That's correct. I mean, logically, that's what should be the question. How do we become the spirit? Now, if I say that this is our evolutionary process, we have evolved as human beings, come up to this stage, and if something more has to happen, it has to happen the same way as evolution has taken place, automatically. What did we do to become human beings from monkeys, if we have become from monkeys? I don't think anybody remembers anything they have done to become human beings, or they have put in any effort to be that. We have done nothing. We just become human beings spontaneously, or we can say automatically. But actually the spontaneity relates to a living process. Only living things are spontaneous. Like you want to sprout a seed, you have to just put it in the Mother Earth spontaneously. it sprouts. We don't do anything to it. We don't stand on our heads, we don't read any book, we don't say anything to the seed, but it sprouts because it is built in within the seed. The quality to become the tree. In the same way, it is built in within you to become the spirit. As you have become a human being, you have to become the spirit. That's the evolutionary natural process to which you have to take to. Now, if you get just satisfied with whatever state you are in as a human being, you can live, not impossible. I mean, you can while away your time, you can carry on, but still, you will not be a satisfied person. You will not be a blissful person. You will not be a person who can be called as a person who has become an absolute personality. Still, you will be living in the relative world because of this mental activity which is going on, which will confuse you completely all the time. You would not know whether this is good or that is good. Like these days in England, we have a big confusion whether to vote Labour or Conservative or this. We don't know which one to vote. So we'll close our eyes, all right, whichever I catch, I will vote. We don't know what to do. This stage will go away because we haven't reached that state of absoluteness where we can decide things with absolute authority. This is the thing. This is the right thing. Once we understand this state that lies within us, then what do? We know what is right and what is wrong. And right can be only one thing. There cannot be any difference of opinion as to what is right and what is wrong if you do it with your absolute awareness. But human awareness is not absolute. If it was so, there would have been no problem. There would not have been any necessity to have this MX authorized or have this atom bomb produced there. And all human beings are the only animals that are doing like this. You see, you don't find any dogs creating any atom bombs or anything to kill each other. But this is special human failure to show that we are not at an absolute point where we all agree. So how to achieve that is the second point. Again, I said it is spontaneous, it's a living process, and you don't have to worry about it. It's all built in within yourself. I don't know if they have put any. They haven't put any. Now,
Okay, so now we can start with the meditation. What we want to do first is keep both our hands on our lap. We will slowly close our eyes, and our complete attention is just within ourselves. We don't want to think about anything. The world just stops for a while until we finish this meditation. So we don't have to worry about anything, but just pure desire to feel this Kundalini energy within us. And with that, we begin with the first step, which is to take our right hand, place it on our heart, and we can say, Mother Kundalini, I am the pure spirit. Mother Kundalini, I am the pure spirit. And now we move to the second step. Take our right hand, place it on the left part of our neck. And here we say, Mother, I am not guilty. Mother, I am not guilty. And now we move our right hand on our forehead. And here we say, Mother, I forgive everybody, including myself. Mother, I forgive everybody, including myself. And now we take our right hand, place it on the back side of our head, and with our head facing towards the sky, can say, Mother, please forgive any mistakes I may have made, knowingly or unknowingly. O Divine Mother, please forgive any mistakes I may have made, knowingly or unknowingly. And now we move to the final step, which is to take our right hand, place it on top of our head, and gently massage our scalp in clockwise direction. And we say, Mother, please give me self-realization. Mother, please give me self-realization. And now we can bring our hands back on our lap. And let's just stay in the state of meditation for a few minutes. we can slowly open our eyes and join our hands to thank this Kundalini energy within us. And with that, we come to an end to today's meditation. I really hope you were able to enjoy this piece and to absorb this positivity within yourself. The main goal or the main benefit of this meditation comes when you practice it more often. So, what we really recommend is to take out 5 minutes every day and to just take your right hand, massage on top of your scalp, try to put your attention on that seventh energy center and just silently sit for meditation. And this will really, after a week itself, you will see a lot of changes in your life. Having said that, that's it for this session. We won't be having a session next week, but we will be having one after that. So we will see each other again on the 12th of May. Until then, I hope you guys find some time to meditate and practice at home. And I wish you all a wonderful week ahead. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.